if they want us to join their rally for their civil rights, this is a deeper topic, and my position has been very clear from the beginning, since the Supreme Court allowed this. Muslims, we don't have to get involved in every political issue of this land. And I personally am against endorsing LGBT rights unconditionally. Sometimes it's better to be quiet. We don't necessarily have to speak against them politically, but we must morally preach the truth. If we don't preach the moral truth, then we have failed in the religion of Allah's obligation on us. لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ. If we do not say that we believe sexuality is something that is a blessing between marriage and not a blessing outside of marriage. We have to preach this to the people. We can tone the words down, we can preach in a wise manner, but preach we must. Because our goal in this life is to preach the religion of Allah, لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ. Whether they agree or disagree. إِنَّمَا عَلَيْكَ الْبَلَاغُ وَعَلَيْنَا الْحِسَابُ. We cannot change this truth. That intimacy and sexuality is something that is a blessing when it is done properly, and it is potentially a curse when it is not done properly. And you don't have to only mention this, you can also mention others, extramarital, others, anything this should not be done. The point being, the issue of politics in LGBT does become complicated. In a more technical sense, so much can be said. There is a spectrum of permissible opinion from a theological perspective. Those who want to rally against it, I see where they're coming from and I understand it. Those that are technically saying, I will support the political right but not the moral right, this is problematic insofar as it's very nuanced and very few people will understand. And you're sending a mixed message to your own kids. Do you really think your children will understand? I don't support you morally, but I support you politically. But still, those who do so, I can't say that they are sinful in the eyes of Allah. They might be unwise, they might be doing something foolish in the long run, but morally speaking, they haven't crossed the red line in my eyes. This is my opinion, my ijtihad. That those who say the American government has no business dictating morality, and therefore I will say the American government should have nothing to do with who gets married and whatnot, I personally believe this is a dangerous position because you send a double message to our community. That community thinks you're endorsing them. That community feels you're coming on board with them. But then you speak to someone, they say, no, I'm not, I'm actually just, politically. And then our children as well. And the example I've given is the 21st Amendment, which repealed the 19th Amendment, alcohol, right? Imagine 100 years ago that there was a debate going on, should alcohol be legal or not? Because that's what happened 100 years ago. Literally, 100 years ago, there was a debate in America, should we make alcohol legal or not? Because it was banned. You all know this, right? It was banned for 3 years. It was completely illegal to purchase alcohol. You could go to jail, the Prohibition era. Now, a movement began. There were protests in the streets. There was marching in Washington, D.C. to make alcohol legal. Do you think Muslims should have participated in those protests? At the forefront, yes, make alcohol legal. The government has no right telling us when we should drink. Do you think it would make any sense? Yet, for some reason, some Muslims think they should do that for the LGBT community. My position is that's not wise or safe, but I still am trying to be technical and say I don't think they've crossed a theological red line as long as they say Islam does not allow this. They're being somewhat hypocritical, but khair, let that be. My personal position is you don't have to participate. That's what I've done. Neither for nor against politically. Let them do what they're doing, and morally we are preaching what we are preaching, and Allah Azza wa Jalla is our witness with that.
السؤال الثاني يقول السائل: المحكمة العليا في أمريكا قد شرعت حكما حديثا بجواز الزواج رجلا مع رجل وامرأة مع امرأة، وتجد بعض المسلمين هداهم الله يوافقون بهذا الحكم ويقولون لو يريد الرجل أن يتزوج برجل فلا بأس به.
أعوذ بالله.
فهل من نصيحة لهم؟
هؤلاء حمير وليسوا أوادم، حمير في ثياب أناسي، وهذا العمل كفر، ونكاح الرجل من الرجل مما هو معلوم من الدين بالضرورة، ففاعل هذا والولي والزوجان الحماران والشاهدان كفار، لأن هذا معلوم تحريمه من الدين بالضرورة. وكون دولة كافرة رخصت هذا ليس حجة واهية. نعم، هذا لواط وهو معلوم من الدين بالضرورة. نعم. يروون عن عبد الملك بن مروان أحد خلفاء بني أمية، معروف عبد الملك بن مروان، ويقال أبو الخلفاء، لأن أكثر خلفاء بني أمية إما من أبنائه ومن أحفاده. يقول: لولا أنه ذكر في القرآن لما قلت إنه يقع في هذه الأمة. يعني معلوم حتى عند عوام الناس. بالله عليكم لو سألتم عجوزا من عجائز المسلمين التقية عامية فقيل لها فلان من الناس يريد أن يتزوج رجلا، هل تظنون أنها تكف دون لعنه؟ والله ما أظنها تكف دون لعنه، فتلعنه وتسبه. نعم. أقول هذا معلوم من الدين بالضرورة، معلوم من الدين بالضرورة. والنكاح استحلال. لماذا أمر النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم سرية، والحديث في السنن صحيح، بقطع رأس رجل نكح امرأة أبيه؟ يعني فرقوا بين النكاح وبين مجرد الفعل. افهموا هذا، فرق بين الأمرين. فنكاح الرجل زوجة أبيه سواء طلقها أو مات عنها هذا استحلال لها، كذلك من يتزوج الرجل مثلها، هذا وهذا لا فرق بينهما، فلا يختلط عليكم. فعل الزنا فسق، ومن استحله عالما عامدا اجتمعت فيه الشروط وانتفت عنه الموانع وكان الاستحلال بصريح القول هذا يكفر. أما من فعل الزنا مجرد الفعل حتى لو يزني ب100 امرأة هذا فسق يجب عليه التوبة منه، وهو يعني نعم، وهو واقع في مغضب من مغاضب الله عز وجل، وقد فصلنا مثل هذه الأمور. أما واللواط كذلك فرقوا بين فعله وبين النكاح. فمن نكح رجلا هذا مستحل له شاء أم أبى. النكاح الآن نحن بما استحللنا زوجاتنا أخذناهن بأيديهن من بيوت آبائهن بماذا؟ بالعقد الصحيح، أليس كذلك؟ وهذا عقد، هذا يعمل له عقد. ففرقوا بارك الله فيكم يا طلاب العلم، وكذلك يا طلاب من الحاضرين والمستمعين وطالبات كذلك، فرقوا بين الأمور المتشابهة. نعم.